What's up, friends? We're back for some more of Fargo Season 2. Really looking forward to this episode. We are almost halfway through the season, and I feel like some big things are going to start happening soon, because obviously in last episode, the one guy who was there helping out the Gerhardts mentioned that they aren't going to make a move against the Kansas City Mafia until they make a move first. And I feel like if Dodd has the idea that Mike and the Kitchens have something to do with the disappearance of Rye, that's going to be the motivation they need to start a war. And so things could get pretty dicey here soon, and there's a lot of unfortunate people caught up into the mix. Obviously Lou, because he visited them last episode, but then Ed and Peggy, because they were unintentionally the ones that resulted in the death of Rye. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens next. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me for this episode. And so without further ado, let's get into episode 4.
Without seeking an official declaration of war from Congress.
So we're actually in Fargo now. I don't feel like we've been here very often. And these are some new characters as well.
Gotta check you, Otto.
Surely you're not telling me a scientist like yourself believes such nonsense.
No, I'm not telling you that.
Even the movies that they're watching are doing extraterrestrial things, but I heard the name Otto, so are we actually getting a bit of backstory on him?
Dodd, like the heads of Easter Island.
What?
Not a sound.
Oh man, and that's Dodd as a child as well. Were the other boys just not born yet? Or is he the one who was always just trusted for coming along?
I just want a seat at the table.
Ain't no table. Everybody else sits on the floor. So what are you waiting for? Sit. Avert your eyes.
Oh gosh, man, I didn't think that Otto had to deal with this crap. If he's as big of a deal as they've been saying he is, how's this other guy the one that's in charge?
We should have waited until daylight. It was coming out here in the dark. Come on, Father. Come on, Father.
Yo, dude, what a play by Dodd. So is this the moment that they officially took over everything here? Man was an absolute killer even when he was young.
You're what, 15 now?
17.
Small for your age. And what, your dad wants you to be some kind of professional?
Their dynamic is going to be very interesting to watch now after he said last episode that he wishes he had a boy. I feel like he's going to try and do the same stuff to him that we just saw Otto do to him.
I always thought I could do what you do.
Bust heads? How's that work with one arm?
Shoot a gun.
What happens when you need to reload?
I'll show you. Pull over.
Okay, Wild Bill, how's this work?
I'll be very impressed if he's a good shot, because he seemed kind of innocent before.
Look at you.
Oh no, the seeds are planted. I feel like he likes Dodd a lot more than his dad. Although I believe Bear is doing what's best for him, getting him out of the crime life.
There he is. Joe Bulo says to say hi. Well, what you gonna do, big boy? Give us a kiss.
You want a kiss?
I'll give you a kiss.
Oh my gosh, dude. Dodd is a pretty dope dude because he is just so confident in his abilities.
Give me a chocolate glaze and
An old-fashioned.
an old fashioned.
Oh, that's brilliant. Just stopping their onslaught just to get a quick snack. The store owner just witnessed all of that, still has to do his job.
We'll try anything.
It's a new drug. Let's call it Xanadu.
Is that its name?
No, that's just what they're calling it for the trial.
This guy doesn't seem very confidence boosting because he's so grim about everything.
In order to ascertain the effectiveness of a drug, it has to be judged against an equal number of patients that are not getting the drug.
And those patients, the ones not getting the drug, they get...
Oh, it's like a Smartie.
What the heck is this, man? This guy's not qualified to be dealing with cancer patients. Literally offering her to be part of a procedure where she might not even get treatment. I guess you gotta test it some way, but I hope Betsy doesn't go down that route.
Anyway, might have to wait on that seminar.
Oh, that's not gonna work out because she already told people that she was coming. She did say she didn't ask him.
It's gonna help me reach my full potential.
And I know that. But, hon, you're so great now. Not sure if I could handle it if you got any better.
Haha, the sweet talker. I don't know if she has any chance of reaching her full potential anymore after just covering up a murder, regardless of its accidental nature or not. Oh man, dude, he's gonna realize the same thing Betsy was thinking, that it was a hit and run. It's one thing for Ed and Peggy to have cops after him. I had to stop just to see what the heck was going on, because there's another strange UFO incident right there. I hope we learn at some point what the heck is going on with that. I was gonna say, it's one thing to have the cops after you, it's another to have a bunch of killers or people who are more capable of killing. Oh no, dude, he figured everything out way too fast. Immediately after leaving the diner, he finds the car the glass belongs to.
Excuse me, all right? That's, like I said, what's for sale's outside.
My guy, it's best that you stop talking. You're gonna end up getting killed if you find out too much.
Is there a problem here, Sonny?
I don't know.
Of course you don't. Friend, is there a problem?
I was wondering when Carl was gonna pop up again. It'd been so many episodes since we seen him, it almost felt like it was just a cameo randomly.
He seemed real angry.
Yeah, I got that part. Any other Einstein insights you can share with me?
An Indian, I think.
Get the phone, kid.
I don't think that's what he meant when he was looking for more insights. He might play a big role now after spotting him here. Carl, that is.
You got that bump then?
What? Dude, she's hooking up with Mike? No way. She's in bed with the enemy. This is gonna cause all sorts of problems.
Word your family's gonna go the wrong way on this thing.
Floyd's smart. She'll take the money.
What about your dad?
Him? You probably got a kill.
Dang, not a very strong family dynamic if she's just ready for her dad to die just like that. I mean, not the biggest surprise. We saw how much they were at each other's throats before.
Grandpa? He's a legume. They're taking him to doctor later. See if they can stop the drooling.
Is that right? Which doctor?
Yeah, that question right there makes me think that Mike could possibly be using her just to get an inside scoop, because, I mean, Dodd's daughter definitely still seems relatively young compared to him, so she'd be a lot easier to manipulate.
Wife's car technically got some front-end damage, you can see.
Front-end damage like the kind you get running down a gunman who just shot up 3 people at the Waffle Hut?
No, this was from an accident yesterday.
Oh, no, dude. Lou is on the right trail. I think their little stunt they pulled completely backfired.
Hit it coming and going?
Yeah, I saw that.
Peggy said garage door bit her in the back, but I found bits of wood in the bumper, so I'm not saying she's lying, but, you know, well.
Ed and Peggy are done for right here, man. I had a feeling that that wasn't going to work out.
You gonna get that? Yeah.
Oh, I love the editing back and forth. He's realizing there definitely was something suspicious about that interaction in the shop. Let's hope he can get to him, Ed, that is, before Dodd's guy gets there. I need to learn his name so I can start calling him by it.
Thank you for sitting with me here today and for giving us time to consider your offer. I've asked the bank to arbitrate as neutral party.
Whatever makes you comfortable.
Finally, we get a meeting between these two. I've been waiting for it. I know we heard before that she was considering offering part of the company, but I don't think that's going to be accepted.
Instead of a straight sale, we pay you $1 million, plus 20% of our territory in Minnesota. We also discount transportation fees on all Kansas City merchandise, 25% for the first 5 years.
That seems like a pretty dang significant sum right there, but I feel like this Mafia group just wants them eliminated from the competition space, not just money.
I make this counter because a deal is always better than war. But no mistake, we'll fight to keep what's ours to the last man.
Oh, that's some great lines right there. I love that. She definitely can be intimidating as well, not just Dodd.
I gotta admit, I just wonder if we make this deal, split the territory, can you guarantee your boys will abide?
My sons listen to their mother.
Well, that's debatable. Bear definitely does. He respects her a lot, but Dodd, I think, just does his own thing.
Here, 2 of my men assaulted just this morning in the appropriation of donuts. Attacked in peacetime without provocation.
Oh, I was provoked.
I don't know if I would call it that. He just called you a few names and whatnot, but that's just gonna come right back to bite him now.
What are you willing to do to show us you're committed?
I'll deal with my son. This partnership will...
Oh, come on, you're gonna let this guy come here and disrespect us, disrespect Pop?
Oh, dude, I love this scene. This is great. Whole lot of tension in that room.
I apologize.
He's a proud man. His father built an empire, and he just wants what's his.
He'll fall into line.
I don't think he will.
I'm inclined to believe him in that case because we've seen how hot-headed he is in pretty much every scene he's in, and he did take quite a bit of convincing to let his mom continue to run the company.
Go around to the passenger seat. Slide across.
Oh, jeez, dude. Mike is here, I think. Is he really just gonna come out here and kill Otto? Oh gosh, they are here. I thought they were just gonna make it seem like there was a reason to be scared and then all of a sudden nothing would happen. Shoot, bro, first time we've really seen these guys in action and they are quick and efficient. What are they gonna do with Otto though?
Joe Bulo says hi.
Wait, what? And then they just walk off like that? Was that just to scare him? I mean, it is a pretty dang effective move.
The counter has been rejected, and now we're lowering our price by $2 million. Anything other than unconditional surrender, and we'll wipe every last Gerhardt off the face of the earth.
Yikes, man. If this was a chess match, that would be a check right there. Not quite a checkmate, but the Gerhardts are not looking good at all.
You know that check you gave me for the down payment?
Yeah.
Yeah, it bounced.
Oh no, man. Did Peggy already pay for the trip even after they talked? That sucks, man. Everything's falling apart for him real quick.
I got the funds.
It's Tuesday. Figure we'd agree Friday. If you don't got the money, I'll go ahead and sell to him.
Oh no, that sucks for him, man. His dream, at least what it seemed like was his dream. Everything that would have locked up their future could fall right through his fingers.
We agreed.
You told me, but I never...
Well, now there's another buyer up in Sleepy Eye, and he's gonna get the shop.
Well, he can't do that. He shook on it.
Shook on it is not a financial transfer, so that doesn't exactly work. Peggy's just doing her own thing right now. Oh gosh, man, he actually did see him this episode. I was just throwing that phrase out there as a joke earlier when I thought they were gonna run into each other by the end of this.
Tell me what you see. That's a woman. A strong, beautiful, vibrant woman. And no man should be able to tell you what to do, not with your body or your money.
I mean, based off earlier interactions when it seemed pretty clear that she had a romantic interest in Peggy, I feel like she's just trying to slowly damage her and Ed's relationship so she can get with her.
You're gonna go to Sioux Falls, and you're gonna take this course. And you're gonna be the best Peggy Blumquist you can be?
Bro, the thing is in Sioux Falls. What? They just dropped that line so casually. Don't tell me the Sioux Falls massacre or whatever happened there is because Peggy was there and got tracked down for the murder of Rye. That would be an insane connection. Gosh, man, he's already in their house. He does not strike me as the type of person that would just forgive him for it being an accident. This guy is a pretty good detective, man. He finds stuff really fast. I feel like all the evidence is there for him to realize that Ed and Peggy are covering something up. Oh, thank goodness for Lou, man. He's showing up, hopefully scares this guy off before Ed and Peggy get back. That could not have been more perfect timing.
Ran right off the road into a tree. Lucky Peggy wasn't killed.
Something wrong?
Oh, dude, I love that shot in combination with the little music cue. He knows that somebody else has been here while they've been gone. Hopefully he's smart and actually takes him and Peggy somewhere else.
You're gonna be fine. If you'd been to war, you'd know the look. See, you and Peggy, you got the look. You still think it's Tuesday. You have no idea what's coming.
Oh, dude, Patrick Wilson's acting is great in this moment. Love his line delivery.
It happened in a flash.
Rye Gerhardt. And his family hurts people for money. If you did something, you made a mistake, you panicked, you maybe covered it up, now's the time to say.
Oh, this is so good. I love that Lou is just going straight in. He's not worrying about asking any more questions.
You're out of line. I mean, we want you to leave. No offense, but we're asking you to leave.
Peggy, you gotta stop. Ed was about to tell him, I feel like. This man is here trying to save your lives, and you are casting him out. Moment of truth for the Gerhardt family. Love the lighting of this scene. I have no idea what Floyd is gonna do, though.
It's war.
Shoot, bro. Well, that answers that question. I'm excited, but also very nervous. Those are two very capable factions, I feel like. But I don't even think we've seen the full strength of the Kansas City Mafia at this point.
I think you got the real pill.
Yeah? You hope or you think?
We're just out of balance.
You and me?
Whole world.
That's for sure, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now. I like his confidence that he's pulling for the best with Betsy.
You should go into bed. I'm gonna sit out here for a while. Make sure we're, I don't know, safe.
At least there's one strong, healthy relationship going on right now. Even though Ed and Peggy are together, they're going through lots of struggles. Dang, it ends right there. A very peaceful scene for what I assume is going to be an insane next episode, because the way that Floyd just dropped the "It's War" line and the fact that they were only given until the night to decide, I feel like the Kansas City Mafia is going to act real quick. So they need to definitely beef up their staff, because the people that were with Otto earlier got taken out in seconds. But then if we do get into a war, I don't know how the dynamic between Mike and Dodd's daughter is going to have an effect, because if they need to get any sort of upper hand, I feel like he could just ask her, because that's clearly what he did in getting an upper hand on Otto. But then the fact that Ed and Peggy are compromised as well, with their home being infiltrated. Hopefully they just get out of there, but if they stay there much longer, surely Dodd's guy is going to come back. They've done a good job building things up so far that I feel like the payoffs could be really, really good coming up in the second half of the season, and so I'm really looking forward to it. Well, I'm really excited for the direction this show is headed right now, and if we do actually get a legit all-out war between the two factions, I feel like it could be really, really well done, because obviously all the other filmmaking of the show is fantastic, and so I'm gonna be on edge until that eventually comes or something else happens that ends up preventing the action. But each side certainly has some very capable players. Obviously on the Gerhardt side, we've got Dodd and his right-hand man, who have both been shown to be extremely capable and ruthless, and Dodd obviously will take no prisoners if he's given the option. But then on the other end of things, Mike and the Kitchens are also very efficient and just move around super quickly, and I don't know exactly what other forces that side of the faction has, but if they're anything like those three, then that's going to be a tough task for the Gerhardts to handle. If we eventually get like a showdown between Mike and Dodd, that would be pretty dope, because I feel like those are kind of the two most capable people on each side. But I was super, super disappointed that Peggy and Ed didn't confess to Lou at the end of that episode, because I feel like they are going to regret that big time eventually. I don't know if they're eventually going to get caught and killed, or if somehow they're going to survive, but it's not looking very likely that they will at this point. And so curious as to what they do going forward. But I really enjoy, for the most part, how most of the characters in this season so far are given some sort of emotional weight to their character, some sort of interesting motivation for the way that they feel. Not every character, because obviously Mike and the Kitchens are a little bit more mysterious, which is obviously intentional, and I think it works really well for their characters. But whether it's the Gerhardts or Lou and Betsy or Ed and Peggy, I feel like they all have a few layers to them, which makes it a lot more interesting in all of the scenes that they're featured in. Also, it was cool to see Nick Offerman in this episode again, because it'd been a good minute since we'd seen him. I don't know if he's going to pop up again, because after he delivered that information about who they saw, I don't exactly know what other involvement he would be needed for, but always a pleasure to see him on screen. And so I'm really looking forward to the next two episodes, because things are definitely heating up, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me for those as well. And so until then, I will see you all later. Peace.